Ted
Cruz for president. Don't give Jeb Bush a single cent. Ted Cruz will be our next president. Give up the Bushes for Lance.
What?
Ted Cruz for president. Don't give Jeb Bush a single cent. Ted Cruz will be our next president. Give up the Bushes for this Lance. Give up Bushes for this Lance.
Okay. No, just a second. First of all,
Yes.
you're not, you didn't do your vocal exercises this morning and warm up, did you? Because, wow, it's getting worse. Could you just go over the lyrics one more
it's supposed to
time?
be melodic.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it sounded wonderful. I don't know why he's questioning.
Really?
I don't either.
It's actually
So,
one of the
it
best
always
songs
does.
I've
It's
ever
a
heard.
beautiful, beautiful voice. You have a
Thank you.
lovely singing voice.
Thank you.
It's nice to sit behind you in church. Not as good to sit in front of you in church when you're singing. It's beautiful.
I don't sing loud enough for you to hear me anywhere you're sitting in church.
Oh, yes.
By design.
Oh, yes.
By design. You sing very
No.
quietly.
I'm so amazed. Yeah, I hear it.
But here's the problem. She's
Yeah.
got this email
Oh, boy.
calling us up.
Oh, jeez.
Okay?
Oh, they've caught us already?
Caught us already.
Oh, boy.
Already. Dear Glenn, Pat, and Stu, I heard your program today regarding Cruz.
Oh, boy.
You're not that ignorant.
Oh, boy.
Here it
But
comes.
you are damn sure not a patriot either.
That's right.
Yeah.
They know it. They have
nailed
us.
They got
nailed
us.
us.
You can't
On
continue
day
to
number
build
one.
your program using lies among the truth.
Right.
I know a lot of patriot writers, and not one of them has any respect for you.
Oh, boy.
How are you any different from the media? And it's all because
what did we do wrong? Yeah.
Because Ted Cruz is a Canadian. That's why he's not a natural-born citizen. Despite the fact that the Constitution has been interpreted in the way that he is a natural-born citizen.
In only every case.
In only every case. And that's, I mean, how many presidents have served who were born in other, or, U.S. senators who've run for president? Like McCain.
John McCain,
Herbert Hoover. They're now Ted
Barack
Cruz.
Obama.
Okay.
He was born in Newfoundland. Okay, can we?
It's so
how do we put
ridiculous.
this to bed? Well, can we get these guys on? Neil Katyal and Paul Clement from the Harvard Law Review.
They're part of it.
You're
They're
right.
part of
You're
it.
right.
They started it, in fact.
He was part of the Harvard Law Review. Of course they're going to say it.
And here's a natural-born citizen means a person entitled to U.S. citizenship by birth or at birth, either by being born in the United States under its jurisdiction, or by being born abroad to U.S. citizen parents.
Wait. Where'd you get that last part?
In the Congressional Research Service report.
Yeah. I believe you probably
part of the
read it on
machine.
the side of a pixie stick or something.
Yeah. No.
The National Constitution Center said the
National
same thing.
Constitution
Harvard Law
Center.
Review said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Now, the Supreme Court, has the Supreme Court ruled on this? No. And what I would like them to do is to stop making natural-born citizens out of illegal alien parents who give birth here. I don't think that's the way it was meant to be. But certainly, if, let's say, U.S. citizens go on vacation and the mother gives birth in Australia, that child can never be president of the United States. That's not the way it was intended. It was intended to keep, like, foreign agents from becoming president ever. It's stupid.
right.
So the framers did not fear those who were U.S. citizens from birth because of the happenstance of a foreign birthplace.
Right.
John Jay's own children were born abroad while he served on diplomatic assignments. It's absurd to conclude that Jay proposed to exclude his own children as foreigners from presidential eligibility. Despite happenstance of a birth across the border, there's no question, this is the Harvard Law Review, that Senator Cruz has been a citizen from birth and is thus a natural-born citizen within the meaning of the Constitution. Indeed, because his father was also a resident of the United States, Senator Cruz would have been a natural-born citizen even under the Naturalization Act of 1790. Similarly, in 2008, one of the two major party candidates, Senator John McCain, was born outside the United States on a military base in the Panama Canal. Despite a few spurious suggestions to the contrary, there's no serious question to Senator John McCain and his full eligibility to serve as president, wholly apart from any murky debate about the precise sovereign status of the Panama Canal zone. Indeed, this aspect of Senator McCain's candidacy was a source of bipartisan accord. U.S. Senate unanimously agreed that Senator McCain was eligible for the presidency, resolving that any interpretation of the national-born citizenship clause as limited to those born within the United States was inconsistent with the purpose and intent of a natural-born citizen clause of the Constitution of the United States. For the same reason, both Senator Barry Goldwater and Governor George Romney were eligible to serve as president, even though neither of them were born within a state. Senator Goldwater was born in Arizona before its statehood. Governor Romney was born in Mexico, but they were both eligible for the constitutionally to be president of the United States. There are plenty serious issues to debate in the upcoming presidential election cycle. The less time spent dealing with specious objections to candidates' eligibility, the better. Fortunately, the Constitution is refreshingly clear on these eligibility issues. To serve, an individual must be at least 35 years old and a natural-born citizen. 34 and a half is not old enough. For better or for worse, a naturalized citizen cannot serve. But as Congress has recognized since the founding, a person born abroad to a U.S. citizen parent is generally a U.S. citizen from birth with no need for naturalization.
Which would have made Obama presidential eligible, too.
Even if he was born
Even if he would have been born in Kenya.
And I wish we would have argued that as well. We didn't argue the birth certificate thing. We said it was ridiculous, and let's move on. He was born here in the United States in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I wish we would have.
We should have.
I wish we would have said, even if we did agree with it.
Yeah. The issue there, of course, is that it doesn't apply to Obama because he doesn't even have the situation where Cruz has. He actually was just born in Hawaii. I know that's shocking for some to hear, but that's exactly what happened.
Again, the final line from the Harvard Law Review. Thus, an individual born to a U.S. citizen parent, whether in California, Canada, or the Canal Zone, is a U.S. citizen from birth and fully eligible to serve as president if the people so choose. This was done by two top scholars and two people that serve. I think one served maybe in the the Obama or Clinton administration. The other one was in the Bush administration. So it's both sides coming together and saying, this is what the Constitution says.
Can we stop with
I know, stop. Let's go to Amy Holmes. Amy is there in Lynchburg.
Senator Cruz is approaching me at this very moment.
Let's see if we can get him.
If it's possible, I'm going to try to put you guys on the phone together.
Great, thank you.
All right. Let's see, taking some selfies with students who are
Canadian citizen Ted Cruz
meeting a United States Senator, presidential candidate. And, Senator Cruz is only 2 years ahead of me in college.
She's trying to go.
I feel like such an underachiever.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
We've just been looking at his educational background and his background. This guy is impressive.
Very smart, educated person.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment. We're going to squeeze through. Okay. Hold on.
Tell him we're Sean Hannity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
From the Blaze and Rush Limbaugh's on the show. On the phone. Anybody who...
Right here, Bruce.
There, I hear him.
Let's see. All right. He's just a foot away from me. It's very crowded. Lots of shoving and pushing to get close.
Senator Cruz. Good to see you, Amy Holmes. How are you? I'm just on the phone with Glenn Beck. Do you want to say hello?
Sure.
There we are. Walk with him.
Glenn, God bless you.
God bless you. Great job. Great job.
Well,
you're on the air, by the way, and we're thrilled to hear.
Well, thank you for your clarion voice for freedom each and every day. I'll tell you, the energy here is nothing short of electric, and there are, I believe, millions of courageous conservatives across America who recognize the path we're on, it isn't working. And we want to get back to the basic free market principles, the constitutional liberties that this country was built upon. And if we stand up together, I am convinced that together we can reignite the promise of America. And Glenn, every day you are a voice that is a clarion voice for freedom in the Constitution. I thank you for your leadership. I thank you for the leadership of your millions of listeners. And I'll tell you, the men and women here at Liberty University today, I am leaving inspired and energized that we are together part of a grassroots army to turn this country around.
God bless you, Ted.
God bless you, Glenn. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Senator.
I love it.
Senator Ted Cruz.
Of course.
He's going to be back on the show tomorrow,
All right.
by the way.
So you just got your interview.
We'll talk to him a little bit
Something
more
else
now.
I noticed you've been covering up all this time.
What?
8 of the first 9 U.S. presidents. were born British subjects.
Whoa!
8 of the first 9. Booyah.
No, well,
okay.
They were presidents until that.
Yeah, right.
Now they're not presidents
You and your
anymore.
illegitimate presidents and illegitimate country. Okay.
Yeah, but
Deal with that one.
they were born here.
Yeah, as British subjects. Okay.
Thank you.
Do
you think that's a technicality?
Well, they were citizens by the time the Constitution was ratified, so
right. Don't you think that was somewhat of a
pretty specifically spells that out?
I mean,
yes,
that one I accept. The Canada thing, I don't accept.
I noticed how you didn't ask him that in the interview.
Yeah.
Jeez, the most important question, he didn't even bring it up. Imagine that he walks
Tomorrow
on the
I
stage.
will.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
good.
So Ted, you're Canadian. What's that all about?
Yeah.